Everybody, it's me here, and I'm here for DVD Fiends Week 33. Um, Sci-Fi Week. I was originally going to review Existenz, because I don't know why, but I saw this. I forgot that I had this in my collection, because I don't know, it's always just been kind of sitting there. But I remember watching this when it first premiered on the Sci-Fi Channel, and I remember pre-ordering it when I found out it was coming out on DVD, so I got this in the mail the day it came out on DVD, which was like 3 years ago, so more than 3 years ago, I think. Yeah. I think it was over the summer even it was like, I don't know, it was 2005? Yeah, it was 2005. But I remember as soon as I saw Bruce Campbell's name in here, I had to watch it, because it's written by Bruce Campbell, directed by, and starring Bruce Campbell, so as you can see, it's got a lot of Bruce Campbell, and it's also got like Ted Raimi and people like that, but the movie is Man with a Screaming Brain. Back when Anchor Bay was good, they gave this a release. Now they kind of re-released it with the cover, and now they're doing a DVD double feature with the god-awful Alien Apocalypse. Because I remember watching that when that premiered also, and I was really disappointed with that. It's such a shitty movie. I remember watching it, hating it. But Man with the Screaming Brain. So pretty much, Bruce Campbell is this guy who is in Bulgaria. Bulgaria. Why do I call it Bulgaria? I don't know what's wrong. Bulgaria. He's working on this whole thing with his job, and his wife is there, and on the way, he meets up with this cab driver when he's going to the hotel, and the cab driver, they decide to take a shortcut through this place called Gypsy Town, and it kind of gives you a sense of that the town they're in isn't the greatest place for him to be, because he's a multi-millionaire type guy, and yeah, he's pretty much like a fish out of water. So while he's there, he tells the cab driver to go buy this ring, or I think it was a ring for his wife, and for Bruce Campbell's wife, and so the cab driver goes and does it, and Bruce Campbell meets up with the cab driver's wife, who is a maid, and he wants to cheat on Bruce Campbell wants to cheat on his wife with the maid, and the maid is like, I want to get married, and they're like, no, and the maid steals the ring from Bruce Campbell, and crazy. So then, same time this is happening, this doctor, this scientist guy, with his sidekick guy, or not really sidekick, his partner, I'd say, who's played by Ted Raimi, they're working on this thing that can have it can get how do I explain this? One dead brain cell and combine it with a living one, and so, well, yeah, that creates one living. It pretty much makes the two brains connect, so it's like two different personalities, two different brains with different intelligence combining together to create one person. Well, one of them still exists in the head, but anyway, Bruce Campbell goes to confront the maid girl, and he's like yelling at her, and she takes like a pipe and just smashes him in the back of the head, and Bruce Campbell is killed, while his wife goes up to the maid and's like, you killed my husband, bitch, and she gets thrown down the stairs and dies. And then what happens with the cab driver? I forget exactly what happens to the cab driver, but oh no, the cab driver is killed, and Bruce Campbell isn't killed, he's just put in a coma. So sorry if this is all confusing, just kind of setting this up. Bruce Campbell with the cab driver, and he's trying to go out to find the woman, and it's, I guess you could say, but they go through all these crazy things to try to find this lady, while at the same time they're trying to find a way to bring the woman back, and the wife of Bruce Campbell back, and they put her into the head of a robot that the Ted Raimi guy is working on. So if that wasn't, I'm sorry, I don't know the names of the people. Yeah. Okay then. So the movie overall is really cheesy. It's meant to be cheesy. It's really self-aware. It's really enjoyable. It's full of visual gags. It's pretty funny. Bruce Campbell doesn't have full control over his body because he's connected to the cab driver, and the cab driver can really do a lot to him. Like, he hears what the cab driver is still pretty much talking, but only in Bruce Campbell's head. Oh, sorry, I was converting something so I could convert it onto DVD. But yeah, the cab driver can say stuff, but only Bruce Campbell hears it, and can sometimes do it in can sometimes control Bruce Campbell. I don't know why I was looking for a word right there, but he like, there's this whole scene where trying to decide vodka, or I think it was scotch, and what was it? He starts to he chooses vodka, and they do the whole thing where, like, he hears the cab driver talking, and when he's saying stuff and responding, he's talking out loud, so he looks like he's crazy, and it doesn't go on that long, but he controls his body and makes him, like, throw out the vodka and stuff, and this whole scene where it just goes crazy in the actual kitchen watching the movie. I'll insert a clip, but yeah, strange thing that keeps, or it's really big product version complete, but this whole product placement thing with the Red Bull, and it really worked, because that's what actually got me into drinking Red Bull. And now I kind of stopped for some reason. The past few months I've hated Red Bull. I used to drink it like every time I was able to get it, I drink it. So yeah, yeah, but yeah, to continue, yeah, it's very self-aware. It's pretty funny movie, and Bruce Campbell did a good job writing this. There's some visual gags that usually wouldn't be funny, but it's done in a way that it is. It's Sam Raimi style humor. I don't know if Sam Raimi had something to do with it. I don't know, but it's a fun movie. What was it? There's the whole thing with the wife robot, Bruce Campbell's wife as a robot walking around the city. It's a crazy movie. So I would recommend this. You can probably find it for $10. I know the double feature came out with Alien Apocalypse. I would say go for the single disc of Man with the Screaming Brain. It's got good special features because old Anchor Bay was really good with that. Now they're releasing bullshit like Brian Loves You. Don't ever watch the movie Brian Loves You. I rented it. It's one of the absolute worst horror movies I've ever seen. Just take my word for it. I got a review on my site if you want to check it out. But yeah, anyway, I'm not gonna get into my site. This is DVD Fiends, but yes, check this out if you can. Man with the Screaming Brain. It's a really fun movie. It's actually pretty well done. There's some CGI to show his brain in a few scenes that doesn't work, but overall it's pretty good. It's really low budget, but that's a sci-fi TV movie. But it's funny, it's entertaining, and I do not have time to edit in clips. I would usually do that, but I mean, what am I gonna do? Add in like a 30-second clip? Yeah. So, yeah, I'm recording on iMovie, and I'm gonna upload this. It's like 10 minutes already, but yeah, okay. Check this out. Do not buy the double feature with the Alien Apocalypse. It is not worth the extra money. This itself is worth it, because this is actually a really fun movie. But yes, Man with the Screaming Brain, I would give it a 6 out of 10. I don't know what else to say.